Why doesn't Anthony Mackie like the idea of becoming a version of Captain America? Who will be the archenemy of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And is there a possibility of an MCU and X-Men franchise crossover? Hi, I'm Dylan. Let's find out all the details about the upcoming series. The good guys team up to replace Captain America. Congratulations, Marvel fans! The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is finally coming to our screens on the 19th of March. All 6 episodes are directed by Kerry Scogland, known for the most memorable episodes of The Handmaid's Tale. As you remember, at the end of Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers passed his shield to his right-hand man, Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon. But Sam is not going to become the new Captain America, at least not yet, as he is still processing the enormity of the responsibility bestowed on him. He teams up with Cap's best friend, Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, and together they dive into a global adventure that tests their abilities and their patience. And that's practically all that the official Disney synopsis says. Well, we've already seen in the trailer how Sam and Bucky are bickering, so how will their relationship develop on the show?
You know, I feel like our 2 characters have figured out our differences.
Yeah, no, we're cruising along.
Yeah.
We're moving towards better days.
Better days.
Better days.
Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios president, teased a bit more about the show, although his explanations were still rather vague. This will be a much deeper dive on both of their pasts and both of their presents, post-Endgame, in a way that is cool. However, we managed to get some additional info about what the superhero duo is going to get up to in the upcoming series. First of all, Sebastian Stan, who portrays the Winter Soldier, revealed that some details about his character will develop. I think it's time for Bucky to go out there and have an identity outside of the circumstances that we've met him through, he said. He might do all kinds of things. In his turn, Anthony Mackie confirmed that Sam Wilson won't dress up like Captain America or try to replace him. The actor dished to Variety.
No, I am the Falcon.
Okay.
I will always be the Falcon. The moniker will stay the same.
But Stan and Mackie are not the only familiar faces we'll see in the series. Emily VanCamp will reprise her role of Sharon Carter, but we'll talk about her and the rest of the good guys team a bit later. And now, which villain will they face? Zemo is back with a backup. Unfortunately, the trailer doesn't give us a total grasp of the full scope of what the Falcon and the Winter Soldier are up to, but we got a good look at a classic villain's iconic ski mask. Die-hard fans of the comics know whose mask it is. It's Helmut Zemo, the bad guy who actually defeated the Avengers and got what he wanted. Daniel Bruhl shared that he was incredibly thrilled to reprise the role. The director came to Budapest and we recorded something with me being Zemo, and I was very happy and enthusiastic to see the mask. By the way, did you notice that the shot of Zemo looked familiar? That's because it mirrored an iconic moment from the opening of DC's film The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker. So it looks like Zemo is still on his mission to rid the world of superheroes. In the comics, he's a top-tier Captain America villain who has worked with just about every villain in the Marvel Universe over the course of his career. And in the trailer to the upcoming series, we've got glimpses of a new possible hate group. They are the troops throwing on the masks with the painted hand on, and they are called Ultimatum. In the comics, they are a terrorist group founded by Flag Smasher, who are dedicated to the elimination of all nationalism and national pride around the globe. And although their leader, Flag Smasher, is more commonly known as Karl Morgenthau, it seems like in the upcoming series, the character will flip genders. In the trailer, Aaron Kellyman definitely looks like the leader of this terrorist cell. However, it's also possible that Morgenthau is the mastermind behind the group and Kellyman is playing a totally different character. Also, from the comics, we know that Ultimatum were funded by another iconic MCU villain, the Red Skull. So it might be that either Zemo will take his place or, and this is even more intriguing, the Red Skull might also make an appearance later in the series. But here's what we know for sure. Villainous Batroc the Leaper will definitely show up in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. In the photos from the set, we can see former UFC fighter Georges St. Pierre in costume reprising his role. Batroc previously appeared as the mercenary that Captain America and his team fought against during the opening prologue of the Winter Soldier movie. And now, let's talk about the character who's never appeared on screen before. Is US Agent friend or foe? In a world without Steve Rogers, the government needed a super soldier who would act solely on their behalf. That's how US Agent came to life. His real name is John Walker, and when the government selected him to become the new Captain America, he did his best to live up to Steve Rogers' example, although the pressure nearly drove him mad. What's more is, Walker is also known in the comics as the bad guy called Super Patriot, so it's still unclear what his relationship with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be. But we bet that he's going to give the titular heroes a tough time. U.S. Agent will be portrayed by Wyatt Russell. You might have seen him in J.J. Abrams' action horror, Overlord. And here's a fun fact. Russell is the son of another actor you definitely know, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 star Kurt Russell. Who else is in the good guys team? As we've mentioned before, Emily VanCamp will reprise her role as Sharon Carter. She was spying on Captain America as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. during the events of Captain America: Winter Soldier. Carter then went on to work for the CIA, but risked her career to help Steve Rogers in his efforts to protect Bucky Barnes and escape from the authorities. She hasn't been seen since Civil War, which leaves a lot of questions about where she's been and what she's been doing.
We're obviously going to find out where Sharon's been all this time. She was
I'd
sort
like
of on
to
the
know.
run. I'd like to know where Sharon's been.
Unfortunately, the trailer doesn't answer any of these questions, but Sam and Bucky definitely look surprised to see her with a gun. It was also announced that Desmond Chiam, Miki Ishikawa, and Noah Mills joined the cast, but their roles have been kept under lock and key. And there's probably one more important character, whom we saw on set photos next to Sam Wilson. So who is this woman he's talking to? In the comics, Sam had two significant women in his life, his sister Sarah and ex-girlfriend Layla Taylor. Layla's a reporter who strongly dislikes Captain America, so whoever she is, her presence in the series should help flesh out Mackie's character and give more dimension to the Falcon. And here's a surprise for fans, another Avenger will appear in the show. Don Cheadle recently confirmed that none other than War Machine joined the cast. Sam and Rhodey developed a friendship during the events of Avengers: Infinity War, but it doesn't seem like War Machine will have a big arc in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's much more likely the show will set up Rhodey's upcoming solo adventure, Armor Wars series, which is currently in development. But enough of the cast, we've got another quite intriguing detail we noticed in the trailer. Is there really a hint at a possible X-Men crossover? I'm sure you paid attention to the inclusion of an unusual-looking location. Amazingly, it looks like one of the MCU's criminal underworlds, Madripoor. It's a notorious island in Southeast Asia, known in the X-Men world as the Criminal Paradise. It also served as Wolverine's home at one point. Many of Logan's adventures were while he was kicking around Madripoor, and he even co-owned a bar there. Anyway, it seems like a perfect hideaway place for wayward S.H.I.E.L.D. or SWORD agents, like Sharon for example. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier also might have some secret meetup there as a turning point in their global adventure. But the fans still hope that Madripoor is a way for some of the X-Men to enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And there's no mutant more suited to this than Wolverine. However, there's no confirmed plans for Charles Xavier's team to appear in the upcoming series. But still, this theory makes us want to watch it even more than ever. By the way, Anthony Mackie is also anticipating the show's release just as eagerly as we are. And the reason is totally spoiler-free. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, he revealed,
I'm excited for my kids to see me in something that I don't have to force them to see.
And what are your theories about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier's adventures? Share with us in the comments. And thanks for staying with OSSA.